What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Rebel Jiujitsu podcast. I'm driving home from cleaning the academy bright and early. It's 8 a.m. Tuesday. And the next class we got over there in Boulder City is the 12 p.m. kids homeschool class. Then I'll be there for 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Kids and adults in Boulder City. So the big news is we're celebrating 3 years in Boulder City this Saturday, June 1st. And we started the academy 3 years ago in Boulder City. I started Rebel Jiu-Jitsu a few months before, when I came up with the idea, the name, the logo. I started training people out of my garage in Henderson first, while I figured out my prime first location, the flagship location, the headquarters, the HQ location of the Rebel Jiu-Jitsu empire. And, I had never lived in this area before. I'm not from Vegas. I'm not from Henderson. I'm not from Nevada. And I had to, really think about, okay, where do I want to open? What are my goals for this academy? What kind of culture do I want to have? And most important thing for me was having a jiu-jitsu academy that could help the whole family. Whether it's kids after school, a safe place for them to go. Whether it's kids, some kids don't have mom and dad at home, whether they're just with mom or just with dad. Maybe their parents work a lot, giving them that security, safe place, but also where you're, learning and making yourself a better person. So Boulder City was a top choice with that, just because it's once I went out there, it's its own little area, its own little town. It's very tight-knit community. So everyone knows everyone, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? You're starting a business. At first, in particular, it was all word of mouth, guerrilla marketing. So I went to a farmer's market kind of thing, spring jamboree, bigger than a farmer's market. It's like a little yearly event where they have different businesses and, it's like a fair, outdoor, fun thing. But just to make a splash in the community, we did that before we started. 3 years back, I had to wear a face shield outside when I took the mask off a little bit to talk to people that I was hoping to sign up for jiu-jitsu. They made me put the mask back on outside, cops and organizers of the event. So what a crazy time we lived through, huh? It's so crazy looking back. Again, this was 2021. So I don't know. It seemed like COVID was over in my head at that point, but it wasn't over with the city officials. What a crazy time. So anyways, 3 years of hard training. I have kids that have been training with me for 3 years since that day one. I have grown-ups that have been training with me 3 years. Some guys 2.5 years, almost 3 years. So I'm really excited to celebrate. Always fun to have a little party at jiu-jitsu, right? Jiu-jitsu is hard, so it's fun to have those days every once in a while where it's a fun day. And this is going to be a fun day. We're going to celebrate the 3 years of Rebel Jiu-Jitsu. I'm going to be giving, some kids are getting new belts and new stripes. Some grown-ups are getting new belts and new stripes. So I'm very excited to celebrate with my crew. Opening Henderson location has been a huge undertaking. And we got some new students, new grown-ups, new kids signed up. And I love the... Sorry, guys. Got a frog in my throat today. I love the Henderson spot. I love that we have 2 locations now. I love what Rebel Jiu-Jitsu is becoming. But I'm excited to celebrate Boulder City. I'm excited to celebrate Rebel Jiu-Jitsu Boulder City, Rebel 1, and have that 3-year anniversary party. So that's going to be Saturday, June 1st, this upcoming Saturday, 11 a.m., So no 10 a.m. class, just the 11 big party class. Kids and adults all at once. And it's going to be fun. again, big weekend for jiu-jitsu. It's the World Championships. So the IBJJF World Championships, that's the real Jiu-Jitsu World Championships. When people are talking about the World Championships, this is what they're talking about. This is the pinnacle of the sport. So I'm excited with all this ADCC, Craig Jones drama. I love all that. And no-gi is cool. Love all that. But guys, this is the World Championships. Just for my students, just for people learning about jiu-jitsu, getting into jiu-jitsu, I just want to make it clear that this is the World Championships. The IBJJF Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu World Championships. This is the real pinnacle of the sport. In the gi, this is where the best fight for first place every year. The Mundials. So that's going to be basically at the same time as our party. I'll try to have a flat screen TV, some matches going, and then everyone could, enjoy the little jiu-jitsu party, go home, watch Flow, watch all the matches. It's like going to be a big jiu-jitsu weekend. The other fun thing going on in jiu-jitsu is this Craig Jones Invitational. So I'm a big fan of Craig Jones. I love what he's doing in the sport. He is being very honest, about what is going on in the sport. And this is stuff that I've known about, that anyone that's been training over the last 10 years straight knew some of this drama behind the scenes. And Craig Jones is like bringing it all to the surface, bringing it all to light. Craig Jones is doing a tournament where the show money is $10,001. So that's how much you win if you win ADCC. Again, ADCC, I've been watching Abu Dhabi, we used to call it, since I was a kid doing jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? I had the DVD, Tito Ortiz fighting on that. And it was a cool thing for the sport. The Sheik, if anyone doesn't know the story, there's a Sheik from Abu Dhabi, got into jiu-jitsu, decided to do a no-gi tournament, because back then, again, the World Championships is in the gi. The real World Championships, the real best jiu-jitsu fighters are in the World Championships. Okay, let's do a no-gi version. So kind of like an offshoot, kind of like indoor soccer, you know what I mean? Not quite as big as real soccer. But okay, let's do a no-gi version, and I'll pay the winner. So that's how the Sheik started ADCC, and it's just evolved so much, especially in the last couple of years with Joe Rogan talking about it, Jocko talking about it, these guys talking about it on podcasts and making it so famous. Almost in a weird way where new people coming into the sport, maybe they'll know about ADCC, but then they won't even understand like what the real World Championships are in Long Beach at the Pyramid. But it's okay. That's why you come to jiu-jitsu class to learn, But so I got a call. So I'm like explaining ADCC, and basically a Sheik, okay, I'll put down money. Let's see who the best no-gi is. And then they filmed it, and then it got bigger. And then, there was cool events, cool parts of the history. Eddie Bravo choked out Hoyler back in the day. That's how he became really famous. So it was kind of like the original no-gi World Championships. And IBJJF does a no-gi World Championships, but ADCC kind of took that really took the shine. That's considered the Olympics of our sport. When people say that, it's kinda. It's similar because it's not every year, it's every other year, but it's not every 4 years, and it's not the World Championships with the real best. So the Olympics of our sport is kind of a bad analogy, but it's something. It's a tournament in our sport. It's very high level. No-gi, people make money at the tournament, and then they make money from the reputation they build by winning the tournament, right? So what Craig Jones is doing, he's going to pay the athletes $10,001 just to show up. So you're getting paid to do the tournament as much as you would get paid if you won ADCC. Then the winner gets $1 million. So this is now the real highest paying jiu-jitsu tournament in existence. The winner makes $1 million. That's huge. But you know what? The sport's getting big, okay? Like I said, a lot of people, there's millions of people doing jiu-jitsu now. just the fact that you could even become the biggest tournament with just maybe like $2 million is crazy. You couldn't even get box seats at the Yankees for that, you know what I mean? Let alone own a team, let alone own a whole tournament. So pretty interesting, but just shows like, dude, these athletes deserve to get paid. Now they're gonna get paid. Very, very cool. I'm very excited to see this. And ADCC doesn't need to have some monopoly on the no-gi tournament scene. Again, all it takes is one guy with a little bit of money to put the money where their mouth is and do a big tournament. So I'm excited to see how that shakes out. That's like the biggest news in jiu-jitsu right now, outside of the World Championships coming out, outside of, Rebel Jiu-Jitsu's 3-year anniversary. That's huge news as well. So I'm really excited to watch all this stuff. It's going to be a huge summer of training, so I'm just like pumped up. I do jiu-jitsu every day, morning, night, afternoon, wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning, all that kind of stuff. So when there's more events happening, it just makes it so fun. It's so much more motivating to go train. A lot of big UFC fights coming up. Dustin Poirier fighting for the title. Conor McGregor coming back to the sport. The biggest star in the sport coming back to the sport for a fight in June. The World Championships of Jiu-Jitsu at the Pyramid this upcoming weekend, June 1st. Our 3-year anniversary. I'm going to start the new kids class in Henderson June 3rd. So anyone that's looking to sign their kid up for jiu-jitsu, hit me up. We're going to be starting that class June 3rd. That's the first Monday of June. So just so much fun jiu-jitsu stuff happening. It's going to be an awesome summer of jiu-jitsu. I hope you guys can make it in, come train, and I'll see you on the mats.